Firstly, I'm washing the paper with a sufficient amount of water. Then I'm drying the brush off a little until there's no longer excess water dripping, and then loading some blue paint on it. This is Phthalo Blue. A label on my Mijello tube says Cerulean Blue. I recommend using a thick brush for the first color, as it helps to create a more even outcome over a large area, and so you won't need to paint back and forth, and will avoid potentially overworking the paper, which could lead to peeling. And next, I'm adding some yellow. I noticed that it's very common to use green color when painting the northern lights. However, in order to achieve a bright, glowing neon green with watercolor, I strongly suggest using yellow for beginners. As we can see, combining yellow with blue instead of green with blue creates a wider range of colors and makes the result more appealing. So even if you want to paint green northern lights, adding some yellow will make it much easier for you to achieve a bright neon-like outcome. Here in this painting, I used both yellow and green in different areas, so you can see how they contributed to the final outcome in the end. Now I'm adding some green here and there around the edge of the blue sky, which will inevitably overlap the blue paint in places. Next, I'm dabbing some purple around the blue parts and in some blank areas, whilst avoiding the yellow. As you can see, if I add the purple and yellow, it gets muddy immediately. I'm now adding some thick phthalo blue to create depth in the sky. Be careful not to use a highly dispersive blue paint for this step, otherwise you may need to wait for it to dry a little bit first. I'm using same brush loaded with the blue to keep the rest of the paper moist, just in case it dries while I'm working on the top half of the painting. Now I'm adding some brown color to the bottom. For this first layer of brown, we'll use some light brown first, and then we can see how it looks and decide if we want to add a darker or deeper brown for the following layers. Just keep in mind to do not create very solid lines between each color. Now I'm adding some thick purple and saturated phthalo blue to strengthen the dark area, and then doing the same with the brown and the brown area. I'm adding the same thick purple to this blue part in the sky. Keep in mind that the sky should be at least a little damp right now and use thick purple with minimal water to ensure that no water blotches are left. By adding this overlap of purple and blue, we can create a very in-depth blackish blue color, which is very close to the true color of the night sky under the northern lights. Now we wait until it's 100% dry. I'm now loading some white ink to the brush. Painting 3 dots and taking a clean watery brush to extend each dot. So in this way, the petals will look very transparent, giving us a dreamy vibe. For the rest of the flowers, we just repeat these steps, and then I'm painting a few butterflies using the same technique. I'm creating stars in the night sky by gently tapping the edge of the box. This is a handcrafted box that I've shown in a previous video, but it's now a transparent box. To provide a clearer view of the bird eyes, I've also made a new acrylic box. So in my following videos, you'll see exactly how I achieve these effects.